Is it trash or is it treasure? Let's find out. Stash Panda. Last time, Wolverine.
Okay, Wolverine. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
Hell yeah, I did, bub. No, general failure.
Coochie coo.
Gucci goo. Where am I at? Oh god, I'm dead last.
Okay, Ace.
He doesn't know I'm not Ace. I must dress up in like a little costume every time I need to go and practice. That way he doesn't know Wolverine's just blowing their budget to hell. The key here is finesse. I just gotta have finesse. No! No! This time. Welcome back to Dingus Dartley, aka the Wolverine versus the Golden Gate Bridge. The game. Alright, we nailed that practice run last time. I'm not sure if nailed is the word I would use, but we finished it. And we are going to see, since we were just disguised as Ace the last time, so the producer didn't know we were making it rain with his budget. I figured we'll go back in. Yes, I'm Wolverine. No, I'm not gonna do my own editing. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, Wolverine. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
Finally. Never mind, I look exactly like
Should be a cake.
like Ace
See you when you're
did.
done.
Okay.
Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
Here we go. I think the key is to just take her nice and easy. If I could do it exactly like I finished the last episode, then I should be good to go in this competition. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. No, 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 no! No!
You have 8 broken ribs, a ruptured spleen, a lacerated forearm, and a minor brain tumor, which we've already removed. It's in this jar, see? We'll have you patched up and flying again tomorrow.
Alright, I guess it's tomorrow. I started out, I wanted to be super focused. I wanted to do really good. What are you doing, dingus? No, don't print that last take.
And action.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know why it got so off. Maybe I need to go to this view. Maybe that would help. We'll throttle down to 5. Actually, let's just go straight to 4. 3, 2, break.
Cut.
No! That looked
You have a
looked
broken
good.
leg, a lacerated forearm.
What? Did my
a
wing hit the ground? Oh,
Let's try
I was panicking at the last moment.
Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
The pressure's on when you go to the competition, man. Let me tell ya. I'm not liking the pressure. I don't know why I feel so much pressure. It's not any fucking different than it was before. Maybe because I took a break in between. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. 5. Four. 3. 2. 1. No!
Cut.
What's happening?
You have
Am I
a
just too
broken
wobbly?
leg, a granulated ball joint, a ruptured spleen, and a minor...
Alright.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again. Okay, here we go.
Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
Just taking her easy. Making my way to the Golden Gate Bridge. Gonna sing so I don't get so nervous. What are you doing? Is my mouse not? Okay, that's dumb. Throttle down. Three, 2, 1, brake! Get the engine, flaps! Did we do it?
Awesome.
Yes! Oh, okay. How'd we do? Yeah, because the last one was a practice. I get real wobbly here. You know, on paper, like, had I found this game as a child, and like this was the only game I had, you know, because back then it was we weren't oversaturated, but if this was one of the few games in my libraries, I probably would have loved the shit out of this. I think I talked about wanting to be a ventriloquist or a Muppeteer at one point, and then that got me into like special effects. Oh, actually, I want to go check out the leaderboard. But it got me into like looking at special effects and stuff. All right, I'm working my way up. Not so bad. I don't think I'm gonna do very well. We'll see. Maybe I'll make a comeback. But one of the movies that like inspired me a lot, it was my favorite movie, was The Thing. I really liked the special effects on that, and that's where it's like my idea of wanting to do puppets kind of graduated into like, oh yeah, maybe this will be like a whole different area that I could go into that could cover things that are a lot broader. Nope, don't want to do my own editing. Let's check out the next next stunt.
Congratulations.
The next gag. All right. Scene 3, Barnstorm. This is a classic barnstormer. You have to guide your Fokker triplane through the open doors of a bone. Your Fokker through the bone. No, the Fokker through the barn. The added challenge is dodging the 3 combines passing in front of the barn as you make your entrance. Touching the ground is out, so don't think about landing and then driving through. All right, we got to do it in the air. You gonna do this? See how we do.
Quiet on the set, speed, and...
This would be a terrifying stunt in real life. Let's, let's see. I don't know if is that the barn right there?
Cut.
Oh no, I touched the ground! General failure. Trying to throttle down. I throttled down to like
Let's try it again.
30% right away.
Quiet on the set, speed, and action.
Maybe let's go fast right away. Trying to beat the combines. No. Oh, I can do it. That was it.
Flying, kid.
Right?
Cut. Off.
Okay, cake. No, we don't need to see it. Let's go to the competition. I actually sped up. I went to 100% throttle and then slowed down right as I hit the barn. Okay, where do we need... Oh, the ferry. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. It's gonna take me home. Yes. 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 And I've been here before. You know me. Dingus Dartley reporting for duty. So you're Wolverine? Hell yeah, I am. La 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 la. Let's do it.
Okay, Wolverine. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
I got it on the second try practicing, so this should not be too bad.
Should be
Okay.
a cakewalk. See you when you're done.
It was a cakewalk before.
Quiet on the set.
Let's see.
Speed and action.
A lot of this stuff, it's like tiny movements is the key. Yes!
Great flying, kid.
First try!
Cut.
Oh. You know, this is one of the stunts that I saw online. Just the various people doing it. Some of the guys would go do it upside down just because it wasn't challenging enough. I say, there's enough coming my way with challenge. That looks great to me. When I used to watch that movie, The Thing, every time I was like, man, I thought that was peak special effects. That was like before before a lot of CGI stuff. Where'd we go? Hey yo, moving up in the world. We're number 8. We better save that. Go to the ferry. But I loved special effects that didn't take CGI, especially since at the time that I was getting into this stuff, CGI really sucked. I hated it. Nope, we're just gonna practice. So there was a few things, like as time moved on, I got interested in different aspects of it.
Congratulations, you made it to the show.
And I loved claymation. Let me tell you, when I was a middle schooler and Robot Chicken was getting popular, like that was the bee's knees. That was the shit. All right, let's read this real quick, though. Scene 4, pick up a convict on Alcatraz. This scene takes you to the rock. To the rock. I guess that's the nickname for it. Alcatraz is called the Rock. All right. You need to pluck a convict who's trying to escape off the tower. The convict is holding a hook that will attach onto the wheels of your Sopwith camel. Fly too high and you'll miss him. Fly too low and he'll be forced to duck. Your package is about 180 feet off the ground. You must execute the pickup at a minimum of 110 miles per hour. Minimum? Gonna rip that guy's freaking arms off. Okay, let's do it.
Quiet on the set.
Minimum of 110.
Action.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do for this one? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this view. Where is Alcatraz, though? I gotta be headed in the right direction. Now I'm confused. I have no idea where Alcatraz is. Is that it? Aha! It's gotta be it. I was talking about Robot Chicken. I loved that shit when I was little, because it was like, you know, you had special effects, you had claymation, and at one point, I remember going over to my cousin's house, and this is when we were all kind of into this show. It's one of those shows we didn't really like tell our parents about, and we would take our action figures and make movies. We would make our own like home movies with like strings on the action figures. And no, I missed him. We would we'd take our home video camera. We would
Speed
set up our action
and
figures,
action.
tie them to strings, move them around. Just a lot of different things to make our own little home movies. Thank God I know where Alcatraz is now. It's so dumb they didn't point me right at it. After making this first movie with my cousins, I ended up going home, and I remember like making fake blood. I had like used corn syrup and dye and a few other things to make this honestly pretty realistic looking fake blood. You know, I'd been in enough accidents as a kid. I knew I was like, this looks real enough, except for when you were like pouring it, it would be like real syrupy. So I made the fake blood. No!
Cut.
He's dead. Shit. General failure. General death.
Let's try it again.
Anyways, I would set up my action figures. I remember I did this
Quiet on the set.
this one.
Speed and
I made like a cowboy hat for Spider-Man, and had a little red boombox and some bluegrass music, and like made him do like this cowboy barn dance. But it was so bad because I'd have to like stop the camera and the boombox at the same exact time. So it's like you'd hear 3 seconds of the song, and then you'd hear click, and then there'd be a pause, and then you'd hear the next 3 seconds of the song, and then I'd just keep going. And I got done, and I was so proud of that stuff when I was younger. I think I watched it as an adult, and it was pretty bad. But it was a good creative outlet. I remember one of my favorite little short films I made. SpongeBob ended up being like the mob boss, because you know I worked with what I could, and SpongeBob
cut.
was like in this museum trying to awaken these samurai, and it was kind of like
Quiet on the set. Speed
inspired by Night at the Museum. So SpongeBob was like in this museum, tries to awaken these samurai to take over the world. Everything's like coming to life, and it was just a decent story. I think who'd I have as the hero in that one? Probably Spider-Man. He was like my go-to action figure hero. And I just remember the last scene for that movie is like SpongeBob laying on like paper that I used as liner because the blood was so messy and sticky. And he's just laying on this paper, and he's like screaming in agony. Meanwhile, I hold my bottle of Old Spice filled with fake blood just pouring from out of the camera shot onto SpongeBob and making a giant bloody mess. My parents, I don't know how they felt about all the fake blood stuff.
Cut.
Man, I felt like that was it.
Let's try it again.
Okay. No, I don't want
Quiet
that.
on the set.
Really though, whether or not the movies were good, it was a good creative outlet. I used to be somewhat of an angry child, and having something other than just like sitting and sulking and being angry over little things was a good thing. I remember I had dinner with my parents one night, and I had 4 siblings. I'm trying to remember if I had 4 siblings at the time that this happened. Most definitely. But we didn't have like matching dishware for everything. Like, we had some plates that matched, and then other plates that matched a different set. And I remember we had this like whole stupid argument over like who got which plate. And I cut out this cardboard table
Quiet on the set.
and
Action.
cut out all these little paper plates and everything, and I reenacted the scene and blew everything.
Cut.
Oh man, I go too far down. Anyways,
Okay, Ace. Maybe that last one was too tough. Why don't you try something easier?
I'll do fine. I just
Should be a cakewalk.
if I can do it now, then we could start the next episode in Alcatraz. Anyway, as I was saying, I set up this whole table scene, blew everything out of proportion as much as I could, and then I think like I tried to show it to my family, because I always tried to show my videos to them, and I think it was one of those moments like they realized what I was doing and they were like, I don't think this is very funny. I was like, I think it's hilarious, because you were all arguing over which plate you got. It's like, it's not the plate that matters. Okay, for some reason, when I try and do my rudder to the right side, it doesn't want to do it. Okay. Okay. Come on, buddy. The bone crack. It's horrible.
Let's try it again.
Nope.
Quiet on the set. Speed and
So yeah,
action.
had I found this game when I was a kid, I would have loved this shit, because it looks like you can do quite a bit when it comes to like making your own movies and that sort of a thing. I've always loved creating things, whether it's art or videos or whatever else. And yeah, I always try and improve. I realize like I haven't always been the best at all of this stuff, but it's always been good, whether the end result was good or bad, because of the creative outlet that I had. I just enjoy it a lot. And hopefully this guy's outlook will be better as well. We gotta save this guy. Let's keep it high. No!
Cut.
It's like I don't realize he's sticking up that high from the freaking lighthouse or the guard tower, whatever that is. Alright, I'm gonna give it
Quiet on the set.
Give it
Speed
a few more tries. We'll see. We'll see here. Maybe it's just... Maybe I do need to view this way. Okay. Let's do this view. And then I'll switch from this one. Oh, no, no. All right. It's hard to tell. Oh no. No!
Cut!
That spotter view sucks. Man. Okay.
Let's try it again.
Come on. Just turning out to be like the Golden Gate Bridge. I felt like I did so good on the next view.
Speed and action.
Okay. It's just... try and do that quick. I am at full speed. Like, there's no other way to do this trick but on full speed. Because... you gotta be 110 miles per hour, and it's like barely that. Alright. Alright. Come on, buddy. Gonna try and keep it high. Keep it high. No! Can I, like... You know what? Oh, was that it? Can I...
That's a wrap.
Yes, I just wanna look at it and see how high I was, and hopefully we could do this when we come back. He's just standing there like nobody, not a care in the world. He's like, I'm gonna make it off this goddamn island. And oh, it just cuts to black. It looked like my tire hit his face though, so I just gotta keep it high. Oh, you know what? I think that was we had a good run. We got some good practice in. We figured out we're always a little low. I think we're gonna call that an episode. Until next time.